All right, let's move very quickly and come down one level and talk about the Nigeria National League. Hopefully, we'll be getting through to the chairman. But let me just run through the fixtures for you before we call and speak to the chairman of the NNL board, Emeka Yama. Kaduna United will be taking on Kogi United. This is Division A1, and this is week 7. After this week, the NNL will go on break. And then we have Spotlight of Katsina. They will be taking on Jigawa Golden Stars at the brand new Karkanda Stadium. Beautiful stadium. Then you have Supreme Court of Abuja against Plateau United. Supreme Court have been a surprise team this season, but let's see what they can do
against
they are
the divisions.
They are the league leaders. Against Plateau United, who are also very difficult customers.
Of course.
And then you have Yobe Desert Stars against Adamawa United. These are the fixtures for week 7 from Division A1. In Division A2, Gombe United will be taking on FRSC. Sokoto United have a little problem with affiliation. And the NNL have warned them to fix it, or they will be expelled. They will be taking on FC Zamfara. Court of Appeal will be taking on Mighty Jets. That's a tricky game. And then Tornadoes of Mina will be confronting ABS of Ilorin. All right. Okay, let's see very quickly B1 and see what the fixtures are like for Division B1. Nimbe against First Bank. Julius Atete against Gateway. MFM against Abia Comets. Okay. Atiba, I think Atiba United really. And then you have Bendel Insurance against Aqua Starlet. These are the fixtures for B1. B2, Crown against Go Round. Bosdor against Prime. Ekiti United against Remo that has been postponed. And then you have Ikorodu United against Abia Comets. Tricky game. These are the games that will be played this weekend in Division B2. And then Nigeria Nationwide League. These are Nationwide League results, not National League. Nationwide League results. Snap Rockets and Doma United play 2-2. Okay, we'll come to talk about those ones later on the show, the Nationwide League. We'll talk about it later on. But I'm told that Emeka Yama is waiting to join us on the line. Emeka Yama is the chairman of the Nigeria National League Board, and he joins us on Sports Tonight. Chairman, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. Let's ask you, what has it been like for you? After this round of games, the league will go on break. How would you describe this first round of the season?
Well, Tony, it's been challenging, exciting, interesting, and good football all the way, I must say. Just like you're analyzing on the Premiership, we have also seen a lot of upsets, away wins, draws, and good football. But we've had more cases of assault of match officials, about 2, 3, 4 cases. And we've had cause to descend heavily on airing clubs and their fans in line with the rules and regulations.
Are you worried that the fact that this season is a lot more competitive than the previous ones, are you worried that the second round could be a lot more challenging for you in terms of assault, in terms of desperation of the teams to win points at all costs?
Yes, I agree with you. The truth of the matter is that because it's a bridge where, in one stroke of luck, you are promoted or demoted, so there's going to be a whole lot of struggle, desperation, and we'll be having a board meeting by next week to review the season officially, and then martial out plans on how to checkmate clubs that want to bring the game to disrepute. For example, you noted the PT United being postponed. The report between us is that they assaulted match officials, and then by Monday we'll come out with the decisions concerning them. We will not hesitate to visit any club that tends to bring the game to disrepute, especially beating of referees. It does no good to the game. Ball matches are won and lost in the field of play. Even if officiating is not fair, official complaints are made, match assessors are there, referees assessors are there, you should leave them to do their work.
But before we allow you to go, I want to find out from you that after this round of games, you'll be going on 2 weeks of break. Are the clubs free to recruit players during this period? And then how are you also tackling the issue of players who have been clubs that are owing players, not paying coaches, not paying players, and are creating some problems.
Yes, within the period of the break, the teams are required to get on board some players that help their team. You know, there's a window that is open for clubs to do so. An issue of indebtedness, we will not act without a formal report. No club or players have written to us to inform that they're being owed their salaries and all that. We leave it to the pace of the newspaper, but the right thing to do is a formal complaint, and then we'll take it up officially. The truth of the game is that since we have abolished sign-on fees in Nigerian football, you will see that the issue of a strike is gradually becoming no more. So what we now have is salaries, and these salaries must be paid because the players do not have any other way to, help their families that depend on also the income that they get from this. It's very serious, and I think we need to take it as such.
How close are we to resolving the issues of Ranchers Bees and Sokoto United and all these little problems of affiliation and some of these challenges?
The issue of Ranchers Bees, to be honest with you, is a little bit more difficult because they've gone to court. We're in court with them. They
civil court?
Yes, they're in court. Ranchers Bees took the Nigerian Football Federation and joined the Nigerian National League. It is being heard in the Kaduna High Court. They've been given ultimatum to withdraw the matter, and then otherwise necessary action should be taken. In the case of Sokoto United, it's an internal problem between the football overlords there, and we cannot allow ego power within people to affect the game. We're talking about Sokoto United, funded by Sokoto State government. We're talking about the players who have been paid, not been allowed to play. They have fulfilled all the rights and obligations of participation in the National League. But we are told they're not affiliated to the state FA. And the Congress decision in Warri says they should not be honored. And I think it's a problem that they can resolve. And I think we're giving them the last warning to resolve the matter, or we will not allow them to mess up our league.
The chairman, Nigerian National League Board, Chief Emeka Yama, we want to say a very big thank you to you for speaking to us at very short notice, and wish you the best with the rest of the season.
Thank you, Tony. My pleasure here as always. Have a good day.
Thank you. So we'll be speaking to Chief Emeka Yama, that's the chairman of the Nigerian National League, and of course you've heard him. The league, after this weekend's round of matches, will go on break, and we hope that the league will proceed beautifully without hitches up to the end of the season. All right, let me just quickly now go to the Nationwide League results. I was running through for you before we took the chairman of the NNL. NAF Rockets and Doma United played out a 2-2 draw. Yarma Lights won the Gombe Derby. They beat Gombe Warriors 3-2. That was an interesting 5-goal thriller. And then you have KJ United and Shekarao Babes also grinding out a goalless draw in Division 1. In Division 2, you had Good Hope playing 2-2 with City Stars. Junior Spotlight of Katsina, of course, with Krome Market playing at a 1-1 draw. Then you have FC Hearts. I mean, these are interesting names. Against Vet Rovers 2-2. You had the Corinthians. Oh, what a name. Against FC Solid. Interesting. 1-1 it ended. Yankari Babes. Bauchi beat Super Pillars 3-0. And then Wunti Babes, of course, hammering, not hammering, beating Academy 2-0. Academy Babes 2-0 in Division 2. All right, these are some of the results for you of the Nigeria Nationwide League. Games played. They play their games Thursdays and Fridays so that the big boys can play theirs on Saturday and Sunday. All right, before we go on a break, Sahid, let's talk very quickly about the Women World Cup. Quarter-final matches built from tonight.
Yeah.
Interesting so far.
We've had a couple of upsets. The aging side, the Brazilians, were knocked out and also the Swedish two were knocked out. Now we have Australia versus Japan. That will be close to call defending champion Japan. Australia, they've proven that they've been the surprise package of this tournament. I'm talking about England and Canada. The host their Canada, and it's going to be very, very difficult for England. Talking about Germany, also 2 times winners versus France. And France, they are not pushovers at all. They've actually been very, very fantastic in this tournament. They've been able to orchestrate play from all sides of the game, which is why I really appreciate that their game so far in this tournament. I'm talking about Russia and USA. USA, they've not really been in their game, the kind of game you expect USA to play at the World Cup. But let's see what they get to play against China. But all in all, it's been a beautiful World Cup, even despite the fact that the Super Falcons have been knocked out. But we're still enjoying the games.
Of course, we have to still enjoy the games of the Women World Cup. I was just trying to see some of the results of the games. I think the France-Germany game should be on as we speak. We'll try to update you with the results of that game. But those are the quarter-final matches, and we are really down now to the business end of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Said Amos, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
On Sports Tonight. We'll go on a quick break now, bring you some highlights from the FIFA Women's World Cup. When we return, my special guest that I spoke to you about, unique Nigerian, will be joining me on Sports Tonight.